Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to Turnabout in the Fast Lane. In the last episode, we managed to get as much evidence as we could out of Maurice Upster, which was literally just a chunk of his testimony, but I'm sure it'll come in handy to us. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be in the evidence. Page? Folder? Book? Do they just have a bag labelled evidence that they carry around, like a little knapsack? Just says evidence on the back, and it's got all these little bits of it, and those little baggy things, and then just you go in the wrong pocket and suddenly there's someone's finger in there. It's like, oh, that was from a case years ago. It's like, why do you still have this? I'm not sure. Do you want it? No, that's alright. You keep your finger business in your bag. Alright, and keep that away from me. I do not want involvement. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked there. We got some evidence, and now we're at court, and we're going to go defend Flash Slothmore. Well, that sounds like our cue. We shouldn't keep the judge waiting for too long. I'll be watching things from the gallery. Good luck. I won't let you down, boss. I hope. Well, it's now or never. I have to do this, or Flash's life is going to be really rough from here on out. Whatever the ZPD says, I know he didn't do it. I believe that. There's that face of determination. Right, let's do this, Apollo. Zootopia Courthouse, courtroom number 4, March 5th, 11 a.m.
The court is now in session for the trial of Flash Slothmore. Now the defense and prosecution ready?
You're up, Athena. Right. The defense is totally ready, Your Honor.
My, what a spirited defense we have today. I hunger for spirits. Hush you, not that kind of spirit. I'll get you a snack later. And what about you, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm sorry, I don't speak air guitar. What was that?
How was that for a line? Hey, that was pretty good. I never knew you were such a fan. Unlike some, she clearly has excellent taste in music, yeah? But of course the prosecution is also ready and waiting for this performance to truly begin.
Well, I can't say no to a lively courtroom. It certainly makes it feel a little more homely. An enjoyable experience for the family.
Yes, a murder case is an enjoyable experience for the No. I mean... No. He does remember this is a murder trial, right?
But whatever the case may be, we must begin these proceedings at once. Of course, the defendant is being accused of a terrible murder. Mr. Gavin, could you please give us an outline of the case?
But of course. Though I do hope the defense is up to the task, they will have to contend with a tough crowd. Don't worry about me, Prosecutor Gavin. We'll have this trial wrapped up in no time, you'll see. And you sound so certain about it. If you are so sure, then I have no choice but to continue.
So the case overview? Once you two are done flirting? Not to say that you shouldn't flirt. I love young love. But maybe save it for...
Dear, I became Gavin for a second then.
But perhaps save it for another time.
Do not fret, we are there. The crime occurred 2 days ago, deep in the darkness of the night. Please direct your attention to the diagram. Here we have a D. This represents the letter D. And you'll also notice the letters P, A, R, K, I, N, G. This represents parking. You'll also notice the letters L, O, and T. This represents lot. Therefore, parking lot. D in the parking lot. Are you following me now? The victim, Daisy Swinton. Oh, that's what the D stands for. I get it now. Oh, silly me. Daisy Swinton was exiting the DMV late last night. She was reportedly about to make her way home. However, evidence indicates that she didn't make it very far. Here we see the beginnings of some letter. Either that, or perhaps it is Loch Ness peeking out from the bottom of the parking lot. I probably should have read the case notes that came with this before I started explaining it. We believe the murderer was committed in a hit-and-run style. The killer entered the parking lot through the main entrance, as you can see. Oh, this is the killer, I see. The car did not slow and veered directly toward the victim. It is a C, not Loch Ness Monster, but I think you can understand where I got confused, right? I'm not the only one? I see you in the back trying to hide your face. You knew. You get me. You get me. I like you. You have pretty face. It drove over the victim, killing her almost instantly from the impact. The car then sped through the lot before skidding to a halt and being abandoned. The driver then slipped out, retreating into the dark of the night. Evidence led us to the defendant, who has now been charged with the crime.
To be killed in such a brutal manner, it sends chills through my young and strong bones. The killer is truly a most dangerous individual. As note, those bones are not necessarily my own. Well, they weren't, but now they are. Yes. Anyway, talking about this dangerous individual, who is definitely not me.
The defense asserts that Flash Slothmore is not that individual, Your Honor.
Well, I do suppose it's time to hear from our first witness. Would the prosecution please call them to the stand?
As the judge wishes. Let's get started, yeah? Is it gonna be? Of course it is. Witness, would you please state your name and occupation?
Sky, government agent on loan to the ZPD. I have been placed in charge of the investigation by the mayor herself.
The mayor? What does that have to do with anything?
As I said, the victim is Daisy Swinton. She is the niece of Pamela Swinton, the mayor of Zootopia.
She is what? Well, this is truly a tragic turn of events. Very well, Miss Sky, you may continue.
But of course, I, with the assistance of the ZPD, have performed a thorough investigation of the murder. We are confident that we understand the case in full.
Then you will please testify as to how the defendant committed the crime.
Gladly.
Alright, let's hear it.
The rundown. As the prosecution stated, it occurred 2 days ago, late at night. The defendant had just come home from a night out at a nearby bowling alley. A night out where he had been drinking heavily. He was taken home by a friend at its conclusion. After the friend left, he got into his car and drove to the DMV. While there, he saw the victim and hit her with the car. He then made his escape, but not far enough to escape us. And that is the case as it is known.
It should be noted that the car left in the lot is the defendant's own.
He used his own car? Oh, that's quite foolish of him. Almost suspiciously so. Oh, but I suppose we'll look more into that in the next episode. And I'll see you all then. Or maybe sooner. Depends on how hungry the beard is.
Well, on that note, goodbye, good night, and good luck.